Passman, chapter 7 through 10 and 13, overview of the record industry, section 2. Artist advances. These are funds in recording agreements structured as funds with a set amount of money to cover recording costs and producer advances. 50,000 to 200,000 for urban hip hop and pop artists. Deals are advances plus recording costs. The formulas used for advances on the next album, such as 60 to 70% of all royalties earned on the first album. There could be floors and subfloors. In other words, the royalties will not drop below a certain floor or even a subfloor below that. 360 deals. The record company wants a piece of the total pie of an artist's income from touring, songwriting, merchandising, fan clubs, sponsorship, money, motion picture, acting. This is a result of declining record sales. Can negotiate also less than a 360. A 360 is a full circle, so you can negotiate a 180 or a 270. 10 to 35% of the artist's net income from non-record sources. 7.5% to 15% of gross touring income. A passive 360, the record company has no control over the rights involved. They just collect the money. An active 360 deals where the record company may insist that the artist sign with a publishing company that they own. For example, Warner Music Group owns Warner Chappell Publishing. Other major deal points, pay or play. Most record deals do not require a record company to make a record. The record company may choose to pay the artist instead of making the record. They allow you to play your music or pay you off. In other words, if they don't want to make it, they still have to pay you if that's part of the contract. Options for future albums and demo deals are other key deal points. Then development deal if they are happy with the demo, like a demo deal, but for more money. And there could be a term and delivery of the album. Delivery requirements can include the artwork, song licenses, deals with producers, commercially satisfactory music. It has to be sellable and commercially sellable. Studio recording recorded during the term of the deal. Your performance, you have to be involved on it. You're not wholly instrumental. Has to be acceptable material. And then, of course, controlled composition clauses, which we talked about in music publishing. Greatest hits and live albums. There could be limits on the number of greatest hits because basically it's already recorded and you're just packaging it together again. So it's not really bringing new material for the record company. Or greatest hits advances, 25,000 to 50,000. Or live albums, another thing. The recording during a live concert. Record companies usually won't let you deliver one because the songs have been previously released. Guaranteed release. The record company may or may not commit to this. They may have the right to buy back unreleased albums. The artist may have the right to buy back unreleased albums. That would be a good thing to ask for. If they don't release it, try to have the ability to buy it back. And physical and digital release. Some independent deal points, less advanced but less guaranteed number of albums. Some no royalty, but 50% of the profits. These are on indies. International release. The record company will definitely want 360 rights. Independent music, independent must sign a deal to distribute the record, hopefully with a major distributor. Advanced record deals. First right of refusal or matching right. In other words, if they are not going to do it and someone else wants to do it, they have the right to match it. Or you can go ahead with somebody else. 5 to 15 days to accept or reject the match. Cost reimbursement. The new company reimburses the costs incurred by the prior company. Non-record company demo. The demo funder gets a royalty on the records and override and sometimes a share of advances. And there's certain set limits. Exclusivity. Re-recording restrictions. You can't record a song you already recorded, usually for 5 years, because obviously they've invested a lot of money. They don't want you to just go make another recording and profit from them right away. Motion pictures and TV soundtracks, you have to get approval from the record company if you're going to perform in a motion picture or on a soundtrack. There's contractual exclusions such as can't perform on more than one. You can't do recordings for more than one. You cannot be late in delivery of record projects. And all royalties and advances paid to record companies. Must get right to use the records on your albums. Exclusivity, right to set up artist website and control social media. The record company may want to be in control of that. That's something to negotiate. Webcasting and streaming and television and radio and sideman performance are going to want exclusivity in that, just depending on how much they're going to be giving you as the artist as an advance. And videos and what kind of control is going to happen in the video, and also what the budget and recoupment is. Independent promotion, people who get records played on the radio. Independent promotion, we've talked about that before. They can make up to $400,000. Today, radio promoted concerts. Merchandise rights, record companies try to get a piece of these as well because it could be a very lucrative part of business for the artists. Matching rights, best royalty and no cross collateralization, 50% of cover image. And then other items include tour support. It's harder for startup bands to get tour support money. Legacy bands make a lot of money on tours. Union per record charges. You have the special payments fund for musicians union and the music performance trust fund. You know, who's going to have control over album art, either consultation or approval, and $10,000 to $20,000. And creative marketing and other controls. And that's the end of section 1 of, section 2 of Passman 7 through 10 and chapter 13 of the record business.